For week 12, we will be studying reading assessment, and this week is pretty involved. You want to make sure that you're doing everything on the slides and listening to everything and participating in the activities to truly understand what it is like to assess a student and use this assessment to drive your instruction. We'll start with our story of the week. And our story of the week is from a website called Storyline Online that has free stories for teachers and students and parents to view, and it's put out by the Screen Actors Guild. So you can listen to our story here and brainstorm how you'd use this story across the curriculum. I really want you to focus in on the fluency activities this week and comprehension, and really be specific in thinking about how you could use this book to its fullest. It's called Enemy Pie by Derek Munson. After you're finished, you can check out my ideas as well. Also, there is a Pinterest board for this book. There is the Storyline Online website, which has direct ideas for the book, and there is an author website for the book. And so those are great links. You should check them out. Read our message or hear me read it to you. And if you click here, you'll be able to participate in our warm-up activity of the day. And that'll take you to a Padlet board. We are going to start with learning different kinds of assessments. And so we'll start with an exclusion brainstorm. I am not going to require you to submit answers to the exclusion brainstorm, but I'd like you to decide what words don't have something to do with assessment. You'll check your answers on the next slide, and then we'll move into another activity as a warm-up. And this is a vocabulary predictor. Much like last week during fluency, where you predicted or brainstormed what you thought the definition of fluency was, you're going to click on our black die and roll it, and it will take you online to roll it. After you roll it, you're going to read a word to match the number that you rolled, and you're going to predict a definition about that form of assessment by clicking here on our Padlet site. Remember, whatever you predict is going to be what you think it is, and later on throughout our presentation, if you find out that you're not on track, go back into Padlet and add a second definition like you did last week. That way, I know that you know the true definition. This slide gives you the difference between assessment and evaluation. Click on our speaker to hear more information. And this slide looks at current trends in assessment. And again, we have another speaker for the information. We move into high stakes assessment and listen in. A lot of these are going to be informational slides today. Problems with high stakes testing, we have a speaker. Authentic assessment, we have a speaker. Then you're going to do a closed vocabulary sort. Just a reminder, a closed vocabulary sort is where I give you the headlines at the top and you fill in the information at the bottom. You're going to click here to print out the activity and start your sort, and then you'll check it on the next slide. I'm not going to click on the next slide, but you'll see the answers on the next slide, and you'll see a video explaining the answers. Make sure you watch the video because it fills you in as to what each of these different assessment forms look like and the purpose of them. After we move on from kinds of assessment, we'll look at one specific assessment called a running record, and we're going to learn how to give a running record. This is probably the #1 most important reading assessment given by teachers of kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders, even on up through 5th grade. So you need to learn how to administer this assessment, and it's tricky. So this gives you some information on it. There is a speaker, but there's also a video that's going to show you what to do. So watch the video, listen to the slide. Then we have some information. Both of these you can click on, and they will give you printables. And they will be good printables to keep, or at the very least pin on Pinterest so you know where they are when you need them. Click on the speaker for more information. Then we have a try it out, and this is where you're going to get to try to see what running records are like. So what you're going to do is you're going to print out this form, and if you click on it, you can open it up and print it, and that's what you will record the information on our running record. This is a video of a child reading the story that matches your running record sheet. So you will print the form first, then you will listen to the video of the child reading, and you will complete the running record as that child reads. If you need to slow it down, pause the video. Then number 3, I don't have it loaded right now, but you're going to watch the video that will be right here of me doing the running record just like you did in step 2. So you're going to see what I did, and you want to look at, did your running record look like my running record? How is the same? How it's different? Then this video is going to take a look at all the mistakes that our reader made and is going to begin to analyze them using the miscue analysis. And that's using the slides. This is our miscue analysis. We're going to use those codings to figure out what the child is doing wrong. And I will walk you through that part right here in this video. Then you will put a picture of your running record in the Dropbox, and that is, again, this form after you've completed it. And here you're going to think about what you as the teacher would do if you were going to plan a lesson for them for the following week or the following day. What would be a lesson that they really would have skills to work on? What level of book would you put them in? What activities would you work on? So that's your recommendation for planning right here. So again, this is probably going to be the hardest part of our presentation today and possibly all semester, so don't get frustrated. Don't try it out until you've watched the prior videos on this slide. And this is showing you what to do when you are doing a running record. Okay, and also this one. So this is what a running record looks like, how to score it, the codes you need to score it, and now try it out. Okay, and again, print this form, listen to the video of the child, and mark your form. Watch my video. Check out our coding. We'll do that together, and then put it in your Dropbox. Put your recommendation on Padlet. Okay. Moving on, we're going to look at some other informal assessments, and on each slide you'll see a speaker. Make sure you're clicking on the speaker. It's kind of hidden on some of the slides because they're full. This is a video to watch at the bottom. Okay, again, read and listen to the speaker. And this is our online resources for assessment. So what I want you to do is click on our Pinterest board, and this Pinterest board will give you a lot of ideas of things you can do to assess students. Also, read the article by clicking here for Reading Rockets about types of assessment, and then click here to post any questions you still have that I can answer for you regarding assessment. Or on one of these sites, if you found something that you think is really neat and you want everyone to see, you can also post that. So it's a dual Padlet board by clicking here. This just gives your weekly assignments and read through those. So it's a short week, but it's intense. And if at any point you get confused, please let me know. I will try to present the information to you in another way. I've tried to do several videos this week that would be zoomed in on what I have to do a running record, but quite honestly, it's very hard to teach you to do the running record assessment and not be face-to-face with you. So I would love to have your feedback of, yes, I got it, I understood it, or absolutely, I am completely confused. I do want you to know that at the end of this week, you will not be proficient in doing these assessments. These assessments take a long time to learn, and the only way you can get good at them is by practicing them with a real child. So now that at the end of the week, when you have the tools that you can complete these, It would be great if you find a kiddo or two, give them some simple books, and practice doing your own running records. I will put in the folder for week 12 on D2L, and also on our Weebly class website, blank running record forms that you can just write words in. And there's also some free apps that I've shared with you during the presentation, so you have those forms to record on. Good luck. Again, I welcome your feedback. It's the only way I can meet your needs. And have fun learning the world of assessment.